Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So I've come on. I'm a little bit late to the party. My regular subscribers will know that I've been pretty poorly. I'm still trying to recover, but I'm very behind in bits and pieces. So this is a design team make that I'm going to do here. I'm just going to show you, if you haven't seen it, the journal joy collection journal year that Amanda made for April, which for this month, which is called Lavender Dreams. Now I printed it off right at the beginning of the month. I was all set, and then unfortunately I've been pretty poorly. So what I want to show you today is not too lengthy, but I had a couple of disasters with the printer as well, so you might be able to relate to this. So as you can see, I've got a bit of an ink problem, and it all went a bit wrong, but all is not lost because I'm not going to waste this. So I'm going to show you something. I'm just going to flick through the collection. We've got these gorgeous papers, which these ones all okay, all came out fine. Things started going wrong about here, as you can see. You see the lines going down, so I had to reset all my printer and do the printer, etc. Some of it I'm not going to be able to save, but some of it I am. So there are some lines on here, but this bit's actually okay. Various lines on here, but that bit's okay. As I say, I can print it again on the back if I wanted to, but this bit's not too bad. That part's not too bad. That one's okay, but I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful collection. I need to print it off properly. I love this. I've got this wisteria, and that looks exactly like the front of my house. I've got an archway, and the purple wisteria is just coming out now. It's gorgeous. But it's gorgeous, gorgeous papers. So yeah, we're going to see what we can do with these bits and pieces. I know most of them are not great, but I'm not making a journal with this, simply because I'm still, as I say, still poorly and I'm trying to recover. So it's going to be a short little project, I'm afraid, because I've not been very visible the last few weeks. So that's that. There's also a couple of guest checks. Cut one out. They came out fine, so we can definitely be using those. So I'm just going to put those to the side for the moment. And the ephemera that comes with it, I've cut all that out already and I've inked it. I've used wilted violet because it's a really lovely colour. Some people, it might be a bit too much for some, but we've got these gorgeous bits of ephemera. We've sort of got these belly band pieces, these gorgeous envelopes with, and I've backed everything using an old book that I've got, because it just makes things a bit sturdier, because I didn't use the correct paper. But everything's been distressed, cut out. I'm just going to put these here so you can see what we've got. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous bits. As I say, those bits are bigger. There's the obligatory butterfly, those bits there. Then we've got some cards. Again, I've backed these, but I've backed them on plain, well, an old book, but it's plain, so you can write on them if you wanted to. So we've got these sort of journal cards. We've got some tags, 3 tags, and then we've got these gorgeous cards. Beautiful lavender dreams, this is called. So that's that. So I'm just going to put those bits to the side because we do need the room for now. I've also got all the words cut out and all inked up. Again, I backed those on some paper, an old book that I've got. So those are the bits there. So we don't need that at the moment. I've got some nice purple thread I'm going to use for the tags probably. I've also got some stamps out, if I some punches if I want them, if we need them there. And I've got a glue, and I've got some of this lacy stuff that I've got loads of, so I might be able to use some of that. The main guest of the show is going to be this plain piece of paper, 12 by 12. You can use any 12 by 12 paper. I'm just going to show you a one-page wonder. We're going to have no scraps left from this. Oh, apart from 2 tiny little bits of slither where we cut off for a pocket. But basically, grab yourself a piece of 12 by 12. It doesn't matter. This is just plain. I've got quite a lot of white 12 by 12 paper, and I thought this would be good for this this little folio or pocket, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to get my platform out, and we are going to cut this. So this is 12 by 12. We're going to cut this in half. Doesn't matter which way because it's 12 by 12 at the moment. So we're going to cut it 2 lots of 6. Just go on there. There we go. 2 lots of 6. So you're now going to have 2 lots of 12 by 6. Okay. So what we're going to do then is we're going to put this down, and along the 12-inch side, so pop your paper in. There it is. Along the 12-inch side, we're going to score at 4 inches and 8 inches. So pop that there. We're going to score 4 inches and 8 inches. Okay, exactly the same on the other piece. Score it. I'll do it the nearly used the cutter then. 8 inches and 4 inches. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it onto the 6-inch side. Okay, and then we're going to, at 3 inches, we're going to score at 3. Okay, but we're only going to go to the first line. And you can do it one of 2 ways. You can score here to the first line, or we are going to be cutting it. So you can always cut it now if you want. As long as you're confident, you get it straight just to that line. I've made a bit of a boo-boo of that. Let's not cut it very well. So I'll do that bit again in a minute with the scissors. So again, the second piece, you're going to grab it along the 6-inch side, and you're going to score at 3 inches along to the first score line. Okay, and that's it. And that is all we need the score. That's all we need that for. We don't need anything else. And then what you're going to do is you're going to get your scissors, and we're just, I see I didn't cut that right to the score line, did I? So I'm just going to go up a tiny little bit. Don't go over that score line, but just go to it. There we are. And then we're going to cut the tiniest of little slithers. So it doesn't matter that I messed that up slightly. Off there. That's a bit of a mess, isn't it? And then I'm just going to cut the tiniest little slither off there. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. And that is all that you're going to have as a waist from the 12 by 12. Again, get your second piece either side of that score line, cut up to the first score line, and I've gone the other side, so I'll just cut that piece off now and just sort of miter it in a little bit up to the first score line, and then you're going to have a tiny little slither and get rid of that. So that is all you're going to have for wastage. Right, then you're going to need your bone folder. Now, I thought I've got everything out, and we're going to burnish all our folds. Okay. It's only the 2. Get the other one. Now, you can do this I presume. Actually, I'm not sure. I've not done it with double-sided paper because no, I've only done it with plain. Because what we're going to do is we're going to stick these two end pieces together to make two pockets. So we just need to line them up and make sure they're in the right place. I might have to cut that slightly because it looks a bit iffy. Pull those pieces back like so. That's quite lined up, isn't it? Yeah, that's lined up. And then get your glue. I did have some thinner glue actually. I'm going to use that because I'm hoping this is going to work. Yeah, it does. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a thin bead just down the edge, across the bottom and across the other edge, leaving the top bit open because that's going to be a pocket, and this one's going to also be a little pocket. You may well know this already and done one like this, but it's just something for a no waste on a one-page wonder, as I call it. Right, I'm just going to sort that situation out there because I'm not happy with that, because that doesn't look very good, which is fine because I can cut that off. There we go. Okay, so I messed that up? Don't think so. Just burnish that. I might just have to trim the edge. I don't know what I've done. Just excuse me for my there's one. Just a tiny bit out there, but that's no great shakes. Okay, so there's a number of ways you can have it. Okay, so now that we've glued these bits in, we're going to open this piece out like that. Okay, and you can then have, did I not glue the second piece together? Dear, what am I doing? I was sure I put glue on that. Obviously not enough. Just glue that again, sorry. There we go. Okay, so you can do it a number of ways. That could be your front page. You can have it that way. I mean, I'm going to have it like that, going down like that. That coming across like that, or in like that actually. That going there. That going there. And that going there. I think I'll have it that way. So it's up to you. You can also have it that way, that way, so that you've got like a 3-page book. That would be your front page. You open it out, you've got this page, you've then got this page, these two, this page, that one, and the back. So what we're going to do first, but it's totally up to you, whichever way you would like to do it. I think, just deciding which way I'd like to do it. Do I want it that way or do I want it that way? I think I might have it that way, so that when we open, that opens. So that's going to be my front page. I'm going to do the little pockets first. So I'm just going to get my little circle punch. And we're going to just do a little pocket, do a little, actually we might cover it first before we do that because I'm going to be punching. So let's get some paper. This is where you can choose whatever paper you want. So I think I'm going to have this one. And I need my ruler. So we have got, so that should be just under 3 by 4. So let me just get rid of that. I'm not even going to use this paper. I'm going to have a mixture of papers. As I say, totally up to you how you want to do it, how you want to decorate it. Just thinking I might, so I'm going to go just under 3. So I want a little border, and then I'm going to go just under 4. That's just under 4. They should be the same. Yes, they are. Okay, so I got that bit right. And then it's up to you. You can have them. I'm going to have a little border around my pocket, so that one will stick there and that one will stick there. Okay, so I'll do that in a minute, and then I'll punch a hole out for that, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So I need 2 more pieces. And I want just under 3 and just under 4. As I say, totally up to you how you want to do this. I think once I've measured the bits out, I'll probably just put you on speed up to show you how I put it together, because I need to save my voice, I'm afraid. Right, so that's those. So we've got 4 pieces there, and that's for the pockets. Okay, so then we can decide, how am I going to have it? Do I want it that way? Yeah, I'm gonna have it that way. decisions. I'm gonna have it that way. So that's going to be my front. So I need to decide what I want for my front. So that is going to be, should be 4 by 6, shouldn't it? So yeah, if we just go just under 4 by 6. I don't know what paper I'm going to use. I think I'm going to have this one as the front. So let's just get some bits cut. So we're going to get rid of the border line there. I'll get rid of the other bit in a minute. So we're going to have 4 by 6. I don't think I can get 2 out, can I? So just under 6, and then we're going to go just under 4. So again, I can have a little border, and that should give me, and if you wanted to corner your edges, I might just take a tiny little bit off that for whatever reason. Not quite cut properly, you see, and then that's going to be 1 page. Okay, so I'm going to make another one. Just under 4, and that will be one of these pages. So then I need 2 more. We'll mix it up. Use those 2 papers. I'm probably going to use these 3 papers. So I'm going to do another one. Just under 6. I'll do it that way, and I can get 2 out of 1 slice, if you know what I mean. It's not straight, is it? What? I've definitely got a wonky eye today, Amanda. And that's just under 4. That's for another page. And then that's just under 4 for another page. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know which order I'm going to do them in. So that's my 4 for that. I've got my 2 pages, my 4 little pieces for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're still going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 more pieces. Okay, so I'm going to mix and match. So let's have a look. Let's just cut this white edge off. can I get? I'm not going to be able to get it now, am I? Because that's not going to be big enough. So I'm going to have to do it like that, aren't I? I'm going to have to do it that way. So just under 6. But we can use all these bits anyway. Right, so that's one more. Then we can use that piece. I'm going to have to let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that edge, because that's, I can't use that piece. That's rubbish. And let's get rid of that white edge. So we're just going to go just under 6 again by just under 4. And that's 2. This will be the same as the pocket, so we can use this piece. So again, just under 6 by 4. Okay, so that's 3. We need one more. One more. And I'm just going to look at the papers on the collection, because we can always use some of this. The ones that I know I've messed a lot of them up, but see, that one's good. That one's not too bad. Cut a piece of that off. That one's actually okay on that part. You wouldn't see it too much. So's that side. I mean, that doesn't look too bad either. I know it's got lines in it, but that's okay as well. This is quite nice as well. That one's definitely got lines in it. Right, there we go. Let's have a look at this, because I'm going to cover it anyway. So I think I'm going to use this one. Okay. So what am I doing? Just under 4. No, just under 6. Get with it, program, Jenny. And then we're going to go just under 4. A bit of a squeaky trimmer. Right, that's those 2. That bit can go out the way. And if I change my mind, I can always cut some of this as well. Just because. Actually, I like that side, so let's have that. Sorry. I've got a very, very foggy brain at the moment. Reason I'm not talking too much. I'm trying to keep my voice. See, I really like that piece. Do you know what? I'm going to cut that off. We're going to be using that somehow. Maybe not that piece, but definitely that piece. Right, so let's get rid of all my scraps. Put my printer down there, and then we've got our sheets. Okay, so that's those ones, and that's those ones. So we've got 1, 2, should have 3 of that design, 3 of that design, 2 of that one, 3 of that one. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's my order. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on speed up, because this bit isn't quite self-explanatory, and you can still watch me do it, but otherwise it'll be a long video and I need to save my voice, so I'll pop you on speed up. it's all finished, so I'll just walk you through it. I've just put some of that purple thread, and I've just literally wound it round, put some little beads on the end, and I've literally just wound it round a lilac brad. So in the front, you've just got a little pocket here with the belly band and just a piece of ephemera. Now I did use some of Amanda's, I used the Lavender Dreams, but I also used some of her little masterclass freebies that of bits and pieces. So you open it up and you've got this page here, and I've just put, there's a little pocket in here, and I've just put some pieces of ephemera and a ticket in there. As you saw, everything's been inked with the wilted violet, and then that just pops in there like that. And then I've put some tiny little gems. These are little nail art gems, actually, they're so tiny. Then this opens out here again, put some little gems, and you've just got a little journal card. So it's a very little mini folio, really. You've got a tag here, and I've put some of the thread on as well. Just a little bit of ephemera here. And here, made a couple of little envelopes, put some little tags, bit of the string. And then in here, as you saw me make, you've got guest checks in either little pocket here. Then you can turn over. Again, on these little envelopes, you can pull the little note out. I made the little envelope with the butterfly, and on this one here you can pull the little note out, and then this is just a piece, just a bit of ephemera with some bits and pieces. Then you've got this pocket in here which has got, I need to just flatten that down a little bit, it's because I've backed it on paper, and one of the bingo cards, and then underneath a piece of ephemera, and I added a butterfly and some little sequins in there. I think once this has been closed it will flatten down. Then you open this out here, and you've got a little belly band here to put in what you want. Just put a little bingo card, and with some of the scraps I just cut out some flowers. And then in here you've got a little pocket. It's just got a couple of pieces of ephemera. You know, you can put whatever you like in here, and some of Amanda's word soup numbers. Then you've got another tag, and nope, I think I've just showed you that one. Sorry, yes, I did just show you that one. So yeah, that's that one. Then it closes up, and that is the back page. So as I say, you can do it however you like, whichever way, you know, it's so versatile. And that closes up like that. That closes up like that. And then that just goes round a couple of times like that, and then round into the brad. And that is my little little folio with the Lavender Dreams. Sorry, I know I did most of it on speed up, but as I've already said, I'm just trying to save my voice. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that's given you some sort of inspiration, certainly how to use a piece of 12 by 12 and get the most out of it. Do comment, like and subscribe if you're not subscribed to my channel, and I hope you enjoyed. Crafty hugs, take care, see you soon, bye bye.